Hello everyone, my name is Justin, and I know what you're probably thinking. He's not actually trying a GM mode again because it's never successful on his channel. But the answer to that is yes, I am, and I have a little bit of a promotion plan this time around, and I'm hoping I get steady views on this. 20, 30, 40 views a video. So what I'm hoping. So, pro, custom, whatever, 25, regular season, yeah. So as far as the team I'm doing, you probably already know from the thumbnail and the title of the video, the New York Islanders, and the reason I'm picking the New York Islanders is because I see them as a middle team. I don't think they're a good team, but I don't think they're a bad team. Okay, I don't think my phone just went off. I don't think they're a Stanley Cup team, but I think I can turn them into a Stanley Cup team. That's the hope. As far as the rosters, let me just pick this one here and I'll add. As far as the rosters go, I didn't edit a whole lot of people. I made the 2 Stanley Cup teams really good for this year. Mostly I just picked veterans and really good players and bumped them to 5-star so they don't retire when they're like 35 years old. So we're not going to do any simulating this episode, I don't think. I just want to see what this team's looking like, what we need, if it's possible to go for a playoff run. So we have these 2 goalies here. I don't really like the contract of a lot because you can drop to 3.5-star. Well, whatever. So we got 2 decent goalies. Neither of that, one of them are what I consider an elite goalie, but it's a good 1-2 punch at least. If one's playing bad, the other can do good. Berube, he's useless. We have no goalie prospects because Christopher Gibson's not going to turn into anything. This guy has very slight potential, but I doubt he turns into anything. Maybe low 80s. So that could be a priority as a goalie of the future. As far as defensemen, I noticed this team doesn't really have a number 1 defenseman. These guys, I won't consider either of these guys a number 1 defenseman. I really don't like the contract of Boychuk. Holy moly. Let's see, he's 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37. Oh boy. So we have an option here. We could go for the playoffs and keep him, obviously. And if we decide that maybe we're not a playoff team this year anyway, try to get draft picks, we can always trade him while he's still a good player. I mean, we can't wait 3 years from now when he's 34 years old and has 3 years left on his contract, but we can probably move him now. Hamonic, he's good for the second pairing. Then we don't really have another second pairing guy. Zeliski, though, I've seen him do good year 1, get like 30, 40 points. So we can put Zeliski with Hamonic. No 2-way guys in the top 4 though, that's kind of concerning. Then we got Dehan and Hickey. That's fine. Don't really like Hickey's contract, but whatever. Pollock is not going to play in the NHL, which means Brian Straight will probably. As far as prospect defensemen, I've noticed a pattern. They don't have very many good prospects yet. Mayfield might do something. These 2 might do something, but none of them are like top-notch prospects. Same with Walderspoon. So right wings, you got a 1, 2, 3, 4 punch. I like that. Don't like the contract clutter, but whatever. Ogpozo, obviously. We have to decide if we're going to re-sign him after this year. I know in real life he said he's not going to re-sign, but we also got Steve Bernier. So here's about the best prospect we've had so far, Joshua Hosang. I maybe should have gave him 4.5 stars, but oh well. Joshua Hosang. I could always change potentials and overalls if you guys want to comment something, but because we're not doing any simulating. Left wings. Oh boy. So we're at this point where it's like none of these guys are really first or second line guys, and they all have ridiculous contracts. Fantastic. Hopefully Anders Lee can jump to 84, 85 overall, but these guys, they're just... What led them to sign him to a 3-year, 3.3-year contract when he's never been good? His best year was 41 points for going in the first round. Like, come on. As far as prospects go, Dal Cole is our best prospect by far. I've seen him get to 90 overall. So, future line mate for our franchise center, John Tavares. So, Franz Nielsen, don't know if he'll be on the team next year. Mikhail Grabovski. His contract's something we're not going to be able to trigger. We're going to have to eat that up, I guess. This is why they're not a good team. They sign people to horrible contracts, let's be honest. Barzell might turn into something. That's about it. So let's see what our lines would look like. And then we gotta decide, are we gonna try to push for the playoffs? Or should we get rid of some of our guys that have 1 year left or that are useless? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Problem with this team is there's just no first liner. Well, I guess you can say I'm close to the first liner, but there's not 3 first liners, which is concerning. As far as defense goes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Be rude. Okay, so this is what it's told me to go with. I don't want 2 power forwards on the first line. Strome, right-handed, but I think unless is he a center, right winger, and he's got the 76 face-offs, so theoretically we could go. What handedness is he? He's left, so theoretically we can go like that. Put him in the middle. I don't really like a play power. I mean, he does a good offense though. Maybe we put like do that. And something like that. That could be our lines. That's looking pretty good. I think that'll probably end up being our lines. So the problems with this team is, ideally I'd like Nielsen to move down 1. It's like we have one. It's like for each line we have someone who should be on a line below them on it. Essentially, like he shouldn't be second line. I mean, I guess these guys could all play third line here, and the fourth line's pretty good, but our top 6 is weak is the point. In defense, it would have to be something like, is he right-handed? Yeah, okay, that's annoying, but it'd be something like this. If my phone doesn't shut up, I'll throw it out the window. And then, of course, our goalie here. So, I'd appreciate it. I never get comments, but I'll appreciate it if you comment playoff push or mini rebuild. I'm not going through a full rebuild, but mini rebuild. So let's see How much cap do we have? Okay, we have enough cap to bring in a first liner if we wanted to, but we gotta see if there's any available. Tang, A, Doan, not really first liners. Chara, or top defenseman, but I don't like Chara's contract, so we won't bring in Chara. Also comment that if we trade for someone, should it be defense or should it be forward? We don't need another power forward. We can get Yager. Nice low value. We can get him for the first line with Tavares, and no, I really wouldn't want to put on the first line. I wouldn't want power and 2 snipers, so we either move Alpozo down or we move Yager down. But we can add him for our top 6. That's an option. Elias, not really. Straight, that's useless, I think. So no one really fitting the bill to trade for at least yet. Come the trade deadline there could be, so we could try to wait it out to later in the season. And then as far as free agency goes, I don't think anyone here would really help our team out. There was a few potential guys, but there's a few guys with potential, but we don't really need to sign them now. I think that's all I really want to talk about. So just leave your opinions in the comments below. I'd appreciate it. Share the video with your friends. Like, subscribe. Check out some of my other videos on the channel.